Hey, what's going on, you guys? Today I'm going to talk about the app called Cronometer, which is what you'll be using to track your macros during the challenge. The reason why we're using this is because it's really convenient and it's easy to understand, and it gets a better sense of counting grams of macronutrients, whereas MyFitnessPal makes it a little more complicated. So that's why we're using this one. So all you need to do is go to cronometer.com, and then you can sign in using your email. That's just what I used. And the first thing you want to do after you sign in is go to your profile, and you want to edit your vitals here. So you want to enter your age, your weight, your height. Instead of body mass index, just put in your body fat percentage, whatever number you got for that. That's fine. That way you can just track it. Don't worry about the wording here. Just ignore the BMI. Just focus on body fat percentage. Just put that in for this. And then you can set your basal metabolic rate based on that. So that's the first thing that you want to do. And then after that, I'm just showing you how to pretty much log your food. So you go to diary. And the first thing you want to do is scroll down and edit your grams of carbohydrates, fats, and protein. So to do that, all you got to do is click on this 0% mark right here, and you can edit your target. So for instance, if I was doing 100 to 120 grams of carbohydrate, I would just enter that. You can also just set it to be really close to the minimum. So the minimum and the maximum don't actually have to don't have to be different. They can be the same. So that's up to you. So we're gonna do, let's just say 65 to 70 grams of fat, whatever, and then we'll do 90 to whatever, 100 grams of protein. So now you have these set. What you want to do to get your total energy in kilocalories, all that is just the total amount of calories you'll be eating. The only thing you need to do to get that is multiply the grams of carbohydrates by 4, like the ones that I gave you, the ones that I sent you, those grams. Multiply that by 4, multiply these by 9, and multiply these here, the protein, by 4. Add those numbers up, and you'll get the total calories. So say, for instance, we had 100 of each of these, right? 100 grams for the day, whatever. You would just take 100 times 4, that's 400 grams of protein, 400 calories of protein. This would be 900 calories of fat. That's 100 times 9, because there's 9 calories per gram of fat. And you multiply this one by 4, so that'd be 400 calories of carbohydrates. So 1,600 plus 900, that's 2,500 total calories, which would go up here, and that's what you would enter into your thing. So hit apply, and then you have these set. Now if you want to, you can also set your minerals and vitamins, and you're going to see how much of those you're getting. I don't think you really need to edit much. No, it's set to recommended, so don't worry about editing these, but it gives you a sense of your vitamin profile as well. So in case you're ever curious if you're deficient in something, it'll give that to you. Now the main thing here, we're just going to add a food, right? And say we just wanted to, so we just add a banana, whatever. You can edit the serving size. You can edit the size of what you ate, right? So it's either cut mash, slice, large, whatever, medium. So medium banana, just add the serving. And so then that's going to do is you're going to see how many calories that was as far as consumption. And then it's going to give you the percentage. So this is pretty cool. So already from one banana, we have 27% of our total carb allotment, because we had 100 grams, and a banana has 27 grams of carbohydrates, right? So there's that. And very little fat, obviously, in a banana, so not worried about that. And very little protein in a banana, so only have 1% there. So, and then also here it gives you your vitamins and minerals for that banana. If you really wanted to have another one, you would just right-click on this and just hit copy and then paste if you wanted to. So it's really easy to add foods. And then to delete it, just right-click on it, hit delete, select items. So that's a really easy way to add foods. Say we wanted to have steak. So let's see, no visible fat eaten. Let's go with that one. Also, if you look down here, it gives you a little profile. So you can see that this steak has 8.5 grams of protein a serving, 0 carbs, and 1.3 grams of fat, right? So Say we had a fist or a palm full, so that's about 4 ounces. So now we have 34 grams of protein almost and 5.1 grams of fat. So we add that in there, and then of course it's going to update our macronutrients here, so we have more protein, a little bit of fat in there. The carbs are still from the banana. So, and it gives you all the amino acids too. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, just wanted to go over how to add the foods there. The next thing we want to talk about, let me just look at my notes real quick, is creating a new food in case you haven't done, or in case you have a food that that isn't like in the list. So if you add a food and you just want to search for it, whatever, and it's not there, then you can add a food, or you can create a new one. So all you got to do is go to foods right here, and then create a new food, and you can enter whatever label you want to put it under, write the name of the new food in here, and then you pretty much go ahead and edit anything you want with it. So that's how you would do that. So if you had a food that you like and you know what's going on with the carbohydrates, lipids, and proteins, how much it has in each one, and the calories, then you can edit that. And also, as far as recipes go, if you have a custom recipe that you enjoy, no, don't say that. If you have a recipe that you enjoy, something that you like making, you can also add a new recipe in there. And pretty much all you would do is right here where it says add ingredients, you can add each individual ingredient, right, as it's seen there, and that would make up the profile of it. So as you add ingredients, it pretty much adds it there. So let's say we had whatever, I don't know, let's say we had like peanut butter, fine, add it, whatever. And then chia seeds, add it. And then say we had a little bit of what, almond milk, plain original sweetened, a cup. And then say we had some protein powder, whatever, doesn't matter. I'm not being specific here, I'm just going for examples. So say it's a little shake, and as you can see, it's going to give us the amount of, per serving, the amount of macronutrients and vitamins and minerals. And you can edit the serving here, so if we had a full recipe or a 1 ounce, it would change it. So it's a per ounce serving right there, and then let's see, we have full, so this is what it would be with the full recipe, so all of it all at once. So 51 grams of protein, 62 of fat, 7 of carbs. Anyways, so all you do is add the individual ingredients, and that's how you make a recipe there. And that's pretty much all that is. So again, just to reiterate, you can make a new food if you don't have one in there. You can add a new recipe if you don't have one in there. And adding foods is very easy. Just the first thing you need to do is edit the grams of carbs, fats, proteins. Again, you get your calories here by multiplying your grams of carbs by 4, grams of fat by 9, grams of protein by 4, adding it all up. And again, that's for the grams that I sent you, so that's how you know which ones gets your daily total. And one last thing, when you put in foods, it gives you a running total on this list. So it doesn't go by meal. There's no breakfast, lunch, dinner separation. It's just one long tally, and it's going to show you how you're doing on your calories and your macronutrients there. So just wanted to give you guys that update, and that's pretty much how it works. If you have any questions about it, throw it up in the group, but it's a really simple application, and I'll send some links. They have some nice tutorials, so I'll post some of those links in the Facebook group as well. All right.